Today we'll be looking at one of the plays written by William Shakespeare titled The Winter Stay. We are going to be doing the art by art analysis and also discuss the plot of the play. This play is a very interesting play. For some of you who have not read it before, it is good you listen carefully so that you will have a good understanding of it. And today we'll be starting with analysis of the plot, art by art analysis. In our subsequent video, we'll be discussing the themes, the literary devices used, a significant incident in the play. So it is good you subscribe to the channel so that you will get notified when the other videos on Winter Stay are uploaded, or other videos on literary text, either novels, drama, or poetry. So today we'll be looking at it art by art analysis. This play is a play that's centered on leadership. We have two kings in this play. We have King Leontes of Sicilia, and then we have King Pollux of Bohemia. King Leontes of Sicilia and that of Bohemia, Pollux, are old-time friends. In fact, they were friends from childhood up to the time of the play, according to the play. So, Bohemia's king, which is Pollux, came to Sicilia to come and spend some time with his old-time friend Leontes. And Leontes also appreciated his coming, and he was there for about 9 months. And when he was planning to go, Leontes tried to persuade him to stay behind, but he refused. He's saying that he has to go home now because he has to be leading his people, and the people of Bohemia are missing him. But when Hermione, the wife of Leontes, came and persuaded Pollux accepted to stay back. So that raises suspicion, and Leontes began to suspect whether there is sexual affair between Pollux and his wife Hermione. So the jealousy degenerated into threats and thought of killing King Pollux. So Leontes now gave poison to one of his lords called Camillo to poison the food for King Pollux so that King Pollux can die. But Camillo knowing that Pollux is an innocent man and the king of Sicilia, Leontes, was doing it as a result of jealousy, informed Pollux that the king of Sicilia, his old-time friend, wanted to kill him. And what happened was that Pollux left to Bohemia with Camillo. In fact, that fueled the suspicion more because Pollux did not come to Leontes and talk to him that he is innocent. His running away fueled the suspicion that he had sexual affair with the wife of Leontes. So the wife of Leontes, Hermione, was put in prison, and he was there with 9-month pregnancy. And King now sent 2 people to Delphi, the place is called Delphi, to go and consult a god called Apollos. So Cleimonius and Dion were the 2 lords sent by King Leontes. And when they came back, they told King Leontes that the Apollos said that if he chased the wife away and abandon or banish the baby that is going to be born, he is not going to have another child. Then Hermione gave birth in the prison, and Paulina and another servant, only 2 of them were allowed to attend to her. So King Leontis now disagreed with the Apollos, saying that he cannot accept the revelation from Apollo that the wife is innocent, and at the same time, he is not going to believe the defense from his wife in the court. So we saw that few hours later, he was informed that his son Mamilus have died. So when Mamilus died, Leontis sank into depression, worried, and his wife Hermione also fainted and died. He was taken out, and the next thing we saw was her tomb, her grave. So Leontis was going every time to the grave to go and mourn the death of his wife. And the play also took us to where the child was banished. The chorus took us to where the child was banished, and Antigonus, one of the lords, was asked or commanded by Leontis to take the child away to desert and kill the child. But Antigonus, having pity on the child, refused to kill the child. He only dumped the child there, and a shepherd discovered the child and took the child home with the goats with the child. So Antigonus' return was tragic because he was killed along the road by a bear. However, the shepherd nurtured the child, and the child's name became Perdita. And the child fell in love with a young boy called Florizel. Florizel is the son of the Bohemian king Pollux. And the Bohemian king doesn't want his son to marry a commoner or a daughter of a commoner, a daughter of a shepherd. And at the point, the shepherd, afraid of his own life, now explained to King Pollux that he is not the father of Perdita. And however, Pollux have banned his son Florizel from seeing Perdita. So Camillo now made a way for Perdita and Florizel to run away to Sicilia. So when the revelation was shown by the shepherd, the father of Florizel, which is Pollux, the shepherd, Camillo, and Atticus, with other people, now ran to Sicilia. They met both Florizel and Perdita in the palace of Leontis. And what happened was that Leontis was even praising the beauty of Perdita, not knowing that Perdita was or is his daughter. At the end, towards the end of the play, we saw that the revelation came, and it was discovered that there was no any sexual relationship between Hermione and Pollux. And Paulina now suggested, Paulina is the wife of Antigonus and a servant of Hermione, now suggested that the statue, that they should go and see the statue of Hermione. And whether by magic or by one way or the other, the statue began to move the leg, and Leontis was appreciating the nature of the statue. So at the end of that visitation to the statue, he discovered that his wife is still alive. He took Hermione as his wife, and then Paulina, whose husband Antigonus died or killed by a bear, was betrothed to Camillo, and Florizel and Perdita married successfully. So it was a tragic comedy, if you are asking me to categorize it into genre, because from the beginning it was a lot of sorrows, but towards the end of it, or the end of it ended, it was happiness, because all the families reunited. The relationship between the two of them, that is Pollux and Leontis, restored, and Hermione and the husband also, the relationship restored. And also we could see in the play again that even Paulina also was happy at the end because he was betrothed to Camilo. So at the end of the play, all the characters were restored to their relationship. The only person that lost is Antigonus, who was killed by Ebel. So Florizel married Perdita. Leontes and Paimio reunited as husband and wife. Leontes and Pollux reunited as good friends, old-time friends again. And Paulina also became excited again because he married new husband Camilo. So it is, you can see the trick in the play. The tragic flaw of the hero, which is Leontes, is his suspicion, his refusal to honor the revelation from the Apollos also. So you can see this is the plot summary. Apart from the art by art analysis, you can also read this to have a better understanding. This is the continuation of it. And this is activity questions. These questions should be discussed. You should discuss them. Do you think Leon is justified in his jealousy? Is there something going on between Hermione and Pollux? Or is it all in his head? What are the implications of each possibility? Yes, he is justified because he felt that his friend could not listen to him, but listen to his wife. So that raises suspicion. There is nothing between Hermione and Pollux. It all existed in the head of Leontes. The implication was the loss of the child, Mamulus, and then the suffering and trauma of Leontes for several years, about 16 years. So you can study the other questions and respond to them. Or you can also message me in the comment section so that we can discuss more of the questions. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified when the other videos are uploaded. Thank you.